Hey, good morning, world. How y'all doing out there today? I'm Marcus L. Lewis, and I come to you to continue my life journey, my rag to riches story, just to encourage someone, just to inspire someone, and to motivate someone. Wherein, if God has blessed me to come from nothing as a young kid growing up in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, certainly He can do the same for you. Because I don't believe that God has any respect of person. But in the midst of it, I also want to encourage you that you have to dream. Not only dream, I want to encourage you to dream big. Because when you dream big and you think big, I believe that will lead you to living a big life. Not that you have to prove anything to anybody, but these are goals and that you have set for your own personal life. And that's all right. And when it's all over, said and done, even perhaps there may be individuals that don't believe in your goals, in your dream. That's fine, because the dream is yours and not theirs. So don't be distracted. Don't be sidetracked by any naysayers or any unbelievers who you make an attempt to share your dream with, who don't believe that's going to happen for you. But don't let that deter you from continuing on with the process of pursuing your big dream. And as I mentioned to you on yesterday, when you dream big and you're pursuing your goals in life, oftentimes there will be some setbacks. And I mentioned on yesterday that when you're pursuing success in life, oftentimes that success does not come in a straight line. So you have to prepare yourselves for that. And for individuals who are sort of oblivious to the fact that there are going to be some shortcomings in their life, there are going to be some setbacks in their life, they sort of get derailed, lose focus, lose hope. And so consequently, the big dream that they once had goes out of the window. So they never achieve it. And they get complacent with where they are, stuck in a rut, stuck in a place of mediocrity. But I want to encourage you on today. There's more in you. You're bigger than where you are. Continue to dream big. Go get that vision off the shelf. Go get that dream off the shelf that's been lying there dormant. Dust it off. Yeah, put it back in the forefront of your mind and pursue it. God will give you the blueprint. So when troublesome times does come, prepare yourself mentally to look beyond the temporary speed bump, the temporary roadblock, and see yourself on the other end of the very thing that's impeding your forward progress. So if you can envision yourself at the end result, guess what? The things that you're going to endure as you're pursuing the end result, it won't bother you, because you'll realize in yourself that your mind is already made up that what I'm enduring right now is a temporary roadblock. And I know sometimes you may get a bit weary, but don't get weary in well-doing. And so it was for us. And as I shared with you on yesterday's segment, that we had some setbacks. You know, sometimes when you have setbacks, the walls come tumbling down. But for us, we still had a foundation that was laid. Again, we had to relinquish some properties that were in Texas. Again, that left us with 8 properties in Louisiana. And so panic mode set in. So when you begin to panic, just know oftentimes you make unwise decisions, because you just want whatever you're going through at that particular time to be gone. So for us, when panic mode set in, the discussion came about where let's sell all the properties. You know, we got rid of the ones in Houston, Texas. And so the idea is just sell the ones in Louisiana too. So if you sell the ones in Louisiana too, guess what? You don't have to worry about, trying to get the properties rented out and try to make this sort of comeback, if you will. But understand this. The law of gravity says what goes up must come down. And we believe that even though the housing market came crashing down, that eventually it will go up again. And so we concluded that, just hold on to the properties, and wait for this turnaround, even though it has taken years later, but we held on to it. And the thought is this: you can't kill the goose that lays the golden egg. It wasn't wise for us to get rid of all the properties that we had at that particular time, because even though some of the properties were sort of in distress as far as it relates to having tenants in them at that particular time, those same properties was awarding us a decent, comfortable lifestyle. So once the housing market came crashing down, we got into panic mode, and now just want to kill the goose. No. So we made the decision not to kill the goose that was laying for us the golden egg, because even in the midst of turmoil at that particular time, we believed that things would eventually get back on course again. And so this was around the time of 2010 and 2011, when the housing market around about 2011 or so was starting to crash, was starting to level off a bit. But still, that was an aftermath. The dust hadn't completely settled as of yet. And because the dust of the crash hadn't settled as of yet, it was the vision before you was a bit foggy. Your vision wasn't as clear as it once was. Because now you're wondering, man, what I once saw as a vision to build this financial real estate empire, it appears as though it's going to come crumbling down. But that's the time when you just have to, stick to it, develop a mental fortitude and say within yourself, I'm going to hold on to my dream. I'm going to hold on to my vision, come what may, and do not let go. Because that's the time when people oftentimes let go, when they're enduring some tumultuous times in their life. Don't let go of your dream. Again, don't give up. Because what you go through in life as you're pursuing your success in life, it's the turnarounds, if you will. It's the setbacks that define who you are. Because if it hadn't been for my past experience that sort of shaped my current disposition, I wouldn't be who I am today. We wouldn't be where we are today. So embrace, the setbacks. Embrace the chances when you get a bit panicked when you're going through and it doesn't seem as though your dream is going to come to fruition. It will. But it's your job to keep the mental fortitude to hold on to your dream. So again, I want to encourage you on today. Dream big. If you're not going to dream big, then don't dream at all. And I'm going to venture to go a bit further. When you dream big and you think big, I believe that gives you an opportunity to live a big life. So don't settle for mediocrity. No. That's your dream off. Get back in the race. Get back in the game called life. So, and share the video on today. Follow the Rag to Riches page. Share the video with someone wherein they might be encouraged. They may be inspired. Perhaps they're going through something similar. That their dream sort of is crumbling all around them. They feel like giving up, waving the white flag, want to surrender and throw in the white towel. But I want to submit to somebody who's listening on today. Do not give up on your dreams. Don't give up. Don't give in. Don't succumb to your current circumstances. Because you don't want to be the one at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, with the attitude of, if I woulda, coulda, and shoulda. Listen, woulda, coulda, and shoulda haven't got anybody too far in life. Do what you ought to do, and that's keep that dream alive. Keep the hope alive, as Jesse Jackson once said during his 1988 presidential campaign. Keep hope alive. Share the video, follow, and God bless you until we come to you again.